In 1891, undertaker Almond Stroger noticed a drop-off in business caused by a competitor's wife. What did he patent to get his own back? I'll say that again. In 1891, undertaker Almond Stroger noticed a drop-off in business caused by a competitor's wife. What did he patent to get his own back?
Stroger. Okay. Nothing. I've got nothing.
The last one was so stressful that we're all just like...
really stressed.
Okay, it's a question about death.
Ella, we're finally here. This is your time. Let's go.
What was the competitor's wife doing? Was she making the funeral more comfortable for the mourners? Was she
dressing up real hot, which made more people want to go? Really exciting, because that's like a whole thing in some like funeral industries, is like putting on huge, like almost carnival-esque things for people's funerals. So could be something along those lines. Is it, Tom?
No.
No. That tiny whisper.
No.
I just wanted it to be true. No, but no.
I appreciate
what
that.
if it's the safety coffin? That was a Victorian thing. That was about that time. This was
the bell.
This was the coffin with like a bell attached and a string inside the coffin. So if you were put in the ground prematurely, you would pull the string and ring the bell and someone would come to your rescue.
So
I swear, creepypastas about that ruined my like growing up years. Honestly, horrifying. I don't want to think about it.
And like it happened to the competitor's wife. That was no, that wouldn't cause a drop off.
The wife, the competitor's wife, said, "I will roam the graveyards, checking that you're dead."
Oh,
is the competitor's wife alive in this scenario?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Never mind the safety coffin then. That fell apart.
And is it something that she's actively doing, or is it something like
she is actively doing something?
Is she keeping people alive somehow?
Oh my God.
I've got to, maybe she's a really good doctor or something. You know?
What? You know what he patented? The gun.
So I'll give this hint because I feel like you'll still have some trouble getting to it. For a question literally about an undertaker, it does not the patent does not have a ton to do with death.
Huh.
More with the business. And I'll say the year would probably give a bit of a hint.
1891.
A rough.
Now, normally, when I bring up a year and it's you three on, I feel old because it's something from the 1990s and none of you all get it. But in this case, it's 1891. We're all on the same page.
Right. Tom Scott, ancient being.
Thanks. Rub it in.
Okay, so maybe it's about attracting people to the business. I don't know. Is it like is
it like more aggressive? Because, okay. Also, the whole idea of like having to actually have a funeral is or like having people in coffins before like they were buried is a relatively recent thing. Is it something to do with like we will store your deceased, or we will provide additional services?
It really doesn't have to do a ton with the undertaking. I will say Ella has a great question, which is sort of like, was this okay? I was like, she shouldn't have been doing this. This isn't like, it's like a clever thing. It's like, there's some insight or something happening here.
Was it
interesting?
Was she, I don't know, baking cakes and taking it to families? Like,
I'll give one more sort of hint around the time, in that I think the competitor's wife is sort of a hint here, because this was something that like was predominantly done by women at this time.
Oh, okay.
She was giving birth?
Did they start doing, I forget what they're called, was she a typist of some sort and she was typing up information about the deceased?
No, but you're in that ballpark of sort of like professions that women had at that time.
She was a receptionist. She was picking up the phone.
Was she the one answering the phone?
The answering machine.
Ooh.
She wasn't. How would someone use phone technology at the time to steal business?
Cold calling. She was cold calling people.
No,
she was a phone
it's
operator.
something-
She was the person on the switchboard.
Oh,
She was plugging and unplugging.
So sneaky.
And if someone called up asking for one funeral director, she just connected them to the other one.
that's so good. Honestly,
Wait,
we
so-
support women's wrongs.
I was going to say, wasn't the second part of this, how was it like combated?
Yes.
So how do you deal with that?
He invented the automatic telephone exchange.
Sure did.
So he patented the automatic telephone
Shut
exchange
up.
because he didn't get
That's
business.
how we got
That's
that?
so
Are you
good.
kidding me?
That's good.
Stroger patented electromechanical switches that could connect callers to the desired number without the need for humans. This, of course, revolutionized, aside from helping his
Wow.
business, revolutionized the telephone industry and made it possible for millions of people to have access to the telephone service and get buried where they wanted to be buried.
And put his competitor's wife out of a job.
I was just going to say that.
The Stroger switch was first installed in LaPorte, Indiana in 1892. It quickly became the standard telephone switching technology and remained in use for much of the 20th century.
Nice.
Wow.
That's a real good one.
That's incredible.